Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Alex Ferguson save. We are coming into the final few weeks of the save, final few episodes of FM19, and today we've got West Ham in 5th. We go to the London Stadium and play them. We've also got the Time Weird Derby away. We go to the Stadium of Light. Also, before we get into the two games today, we've also got the Champions League semi-final draw. But as always, if you are enjoying the series, hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and then tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. If we have a look at the league, Spurs are 4 points behind us. We have a game in hand. They also play at 12:30. They play United. United have to go to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and hopefully do us a favour with nicking some points off of Spurs, and then we play later on at 3 o'clock. But as I said, before we get into today's episode, today's games, we've got the all-important Champions League semi-final draw. Let's view this draw. Let's see who's left in it. It's Bayern, it's Paris Saint-Germain, it's ourselves, and it is Valencia. So let's see who we will draw. It's Paris Saint-Germain versus Newcastle. So it will be the return, the repeat of last year's final. We go to Paris in that first leg, and then they come back to St James's Park. Valencia then will play Bayern München, and yeah, all in all, very, very good tie for us there. And yeah, we've got a little bit of previous with Paris Saint-Germain. Last year beat us in the final. We beat them in, I think it's the European Super Cup a few years back. So yeah, we've got a lot of previous with Paris Saint-Germain. That will come sooner rather than later. Let's see where that falls. So that comes after the Sunderland game. So we're going to go straight into the Paris Saint-Germain and City games after the West Ham and Sunderland game. That'll be next week, and then we'll round it up with the last two games of the season when we play Paris Saint-Germain and we play Southampton in the league, and then if we get through to the final, an all-final final episode of the series. But let's get into this first game against West Ham. This is going to be the lineup. So United couldn't do us a favour in the early kickoff. Tottenham really are in fantastic form at the minute. 4-0 win for them, so it's only a point difference between us and Spurs, and we go into our game against West Ham only 1 point clear. This is going to be the lineup that goes up against West Ham away. Christian's in goal. Van Zanten comes in for the injured Tellier. Bevis, Zagadou and Bilal are the back line. Marquez, Cook and Larison in the midfield. Marquez comes in for the suspended Teixeira. He's out for 2 games, so he'll miss both games in today's episode. Edimar on that right-hand side, Marin on the left, and Van der Hurst, our top goal scorer this year. 27 goals for him, and he leads the line. Davis, Henrique, Leite, Maya, Keane, and Bolo, and Fetiab all on the bench if we need them to play. Let's go to West Ham, and we need to pick up 3 points. First highlight, 17 minutes in. It's a poor throw-in, but we get the ball back to Lewis Cook. Lauritsen, lovely turn, goes to Marin, and he has a snapshot, and it gets deflected back to Lauritsen. Little 1-2s between Marin and Lauritsen, and they go long, and Zagadou should clear that ball up and finds Bilal at left back into Lauritsen again. Everything going through the Danish man. Lovely ball out to Van Zanten, keeps it on. Can he get the ball in? He can. Van der Hurst is there. It's a great save by Tite, but Arno van der Hurst puts it in for the second time of asking. 17 minutes, nearly 18 minutes gone, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. Great ball out, lovely take from Van Zanten, right on the line. Great ball in. Van der Hurst peels off his man, good save, but he scores. It's 1-0 Newcastle. 22 minutes on the clock. Cook again into Marquez, but that's a heavy touch, and Ndidi just snatches at that straight away, and they go long again, and Bevis should knock that down to Lewis Cook, and we're going to play it out from the back. Lovely ball trying to find Marin, and Vallejo gets the ball clear, and Didi and Maicon out to Luis Felipe on that right hand side. Lewis Cook though, great tackle from him. It's end-to-end stuff here, a bit scrappy this highlight for the last couple of minutes, and we're trying to get the ball out to Edimar. Van Zanten does pick up that loose pass. Edimar again back to the right back, good cross in. Marin's there, and it's a slip from Lirola, and Antonio Marin puts us 2-0 up. 23 minutes on the clock, his 22nd goal of the season, and we're in cruise control here at the London Stadium. Edimar and Van Zanten doing really well, and Van Zanten's delivery today has been the difference. It's a missed header from Lirola, and Marin's not going to miss from 6 yards out. 2-0 Newcastle. Marion going to dink that ball in, trying to find someone at the near post. Zagadou tries to get it back in. Now Marquez out to Marion. Lovely find into Van der Hurst, and he puts a third one in. 29th goal of his season. Marion and Van der Hurst ripping the Hammers apart. And with 10 minutes to play in this first half, we go 3-0 up. Great vision from Marquez. Marion gets in. Lovely dink. Van der Hurst there. Easy goal. 3-0 Newcastle. And that's half-time at the London Stadium. Say 3 goals, 3 really good goals to put the sword to West Ham. We go, at the minute, we'll go back 4 points clear of Spurs. And well and truly loving how we're playing here. To say, do not get complacent. We need to make sure we keep focused in this second half. And then we can go on to the Tyne-Wear derby against Sunderland. Maicon driving forward at the Newcastle defence. Out to Luis Felipe. Gets the ball into the back post. Rojas is there and not the focus we wanted from that half-time talk. Matías Rojas puts West Ham kind of back in it. It's 3-1 now. Maicon, lovely ball out to Luis Felipe. Great. First touch, a lovely whip in. We missed the header and Van Zanten just gone walkies there, really, to be fair. It's now 3-1. Hour mark now, and Christian's has got the ball in his hands. He goes to Zagadou. Can we build from the back and get our 3-goal lead? Lovely ball over the top. Van der Hurst, he's in on a hat-trick. Can he score? He hits the post, and West Ham get the ball clear. Edimar not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring in Bolo on. Little bit of experience coming on the pitch there, and that's pretty much all I'm going to do for now. And Bolo comes on for Edimar. Throw in Belal, trying to find Larison, but comes back to Cook, back to Belal. Larison, time and space on the edge of the box. Far too much time and space. Great effort, but Tite just pushes that over the bar, and it's going to be a corner kick. Marion with 20 minutes to play. Whips that ball in, trying to find a blue shirt, and it's a good header away from West Ham. Van der Hurst on this left-hand side goes for an audacious effort, but a little bit wide from the Dutchman. Van Zanten throwing the ball in. Van der Hurst is there to go back to the right back. Van der Hurst again, ball in, and can't fall to Larison. He picks the ball up, Marion again, and fires just wide. Since West Ham have scored, it's all been Newcastle in this kind of final 25 minutes or so, and kind of coming into the final 10 minutes now. Marion, another corner. Zagadou at the near post, and he tried to loop it into that far post. Not quite good enough for the centre back, and still 3-1 up. Oh, Van der Hurst, what a hit that is to round off the game. His 30th goal of the season. It's his hat-trick as well. See this ball. Larison, time and space, and he picks an amazing pass out to Arno van der Hurst. One bounce, and he just hits it on the half volley past the West Ham keeper. 4-1 to Newcastle. We go back 4 points clear at the top of the table. There we have it, full-time whistle goes. What a time, what a way to get your hat-trick. 93rd minute, and he's on a 9.6. 30 goals this season was what we brought him in for, and all in all, played fantastically well. We now go on to the Tyne-Wear derby and see if we can extend our lead at the top by even more points. Right, second game of the episode, Tyne-Wear derby time, and as you can see on screen, only 2 games played today on this Wednesday, and it's ourselves and Sunderland, West Ham and Arsenal, so it's our game in hand. We win this, we go 7 points clear at the top, and we'll have played 35 games, so 3 games left to play, 9 points still up for grabs, so one more win after this, we will win the league no matter what. So we need to beat Sunderland in this game. This is going to be the lineup for the game. Only one change made for the team that played up against West Ham. Tellier comes back in for Van Zanten, and the rest of the team remains exactly the same. Let's go and get 3 points. Let's go and beat our arch rival Sunderland. Throw in 20 minutes gone on the clock. Van der Hurst back to Belal. Ball into the back post. Edimar's there, and Telly's going to pick up the loose pass. Lewis Cook in that deep line playmaker role. Back to Bevis. Ball over the top to Edimar, and I think Wright brought him down. He's pushed Edimar on that right-hand side, and it will be a penalty. It's going to be Andreas Larison to step up. Can he put us 1-0 up after 20 minutes? Larison against the keeper, and he does. Slot home his 13th goal of the season. Andreas Larison scoring in the derby. 1-0 to Newcastle. we're on the attack again. Just after we've scored the first, Larison into Marquez and taking the ball on, but good tackle by Griffiths, but it's a poor clearance from the Sunderland players. Bilal back to Larison, into Marquez again, back to Larison. Everything going through the Danish man again, goes for a shot and high and wide from about 18 yards with no real pressure. Should at least get that on target. Half an hour gone, 1-0 Newcastle. Zagadou should get to that relatively comfortably, and he does, and goes all the way to Christians. He brings the ball out, finds Bevis. Bevis into Marquez. He's got Edimar on that right-hand side. He finds him. He cuts inside. Finds Larison. Time and space. Goes for goal again. And he fires over. Larison not got his shooting boots on. And it's just one of those. He needs to just get his head over the ball and get the shot on target. We're coming in to half-time. We're going to go into half-time 1-0 up. Cook and Marquez not having the best of games. Nor is Van der Hearst. So 3 changes there we could potentially make. I'm just going to get into the team talk and just say I'm far from pleased with what I've seen out there. Need a little bit more from them in this second half and hopefully score a few more goals. Just after the second half has started, Marin down this left-hand side. He goes for a ball in and Ziki does really well and goes up to Tavernier and they go over the top, but Zagadou well and truly a man mounted at the back. Lovely ball over the top again to Edimar. Right this time, doesn't foul him, but Edimar does get the ball back. Larison again, ball over to Tellier. First time cross into the back post. A little bit too heavy for Marin. Cuts inside. Edimar's there again into Marquez and it's a good, I was going to say it's a good save, but actually came off the post. And this time it's a Sunderland corner and just wide from that header, and we need to be careful here. We haven't won the game just yet. 3 changes made. Those 3 players at half-time that we signalled out. Cook, Marquez and Van der Hearst off for Maya, Leite and Arp. And Tellier goes close there with 25 minutes to play. And we're looking to try and get a second goal. Sanson with a free kick goes for goal. And Christians with a great save. And Tavernier can't get that turn around. I think he was offside anyway. Nowhere near going over the line. 20 minutes to play. Zagadou goes down the line to Marin. He cuts inside and he's got time and space. Goes away all himself and Vogo pushes that round for a corner kick and Marin's going to take that kick. Outswinger now. Can he find a blue shirt? He can't find anybody past Owens at the near post. A former Newcastle man, and it looks like Griffiths has tripped one of our boys, but coming into the final 15 minutes, it's still a little bit nervy. Final chance, Sunderland corner. Zagadou gets that ball out. Edimar gets the ball clear. And we were dominant in that game. Should have made it even more clear cut, really, to be fair. But a goal on the 23rd minute from Andreas Larison, giving us another win. Vital win. It just shows you how good Jon Mvogo was in goal for Sunderland. A 7.3 for him. A 7.3 for Kenji Christians as well. And all important. The only thing that's important, really, is we picked up 3 more points. So this is how it's looking. We are 7 points clear at the top with 9 to play for. If Tottenham beat Brighton and we beat Stoke, we'll be 7 points clear with only 6 to play for. So we will win the league whatever happens next time out. But we're going to miss that Stoke game because we're going to jump straight into this semi-final first leg against Paris Saint-Germain, and then we'll bring you the second leg as well, because if we beat Stoke, we'll win the league. Paris Saint-Germain double header next time out. That'll probably be Monday, if not Tuesday for you, at 5:30, and then after that, if we get to the final, we'll bring you the 2 finals, the FA Cup against Liverpool. The FA Cup against Liverpool and the Champions League final either against Bayern München or Valencia. But that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon while you're down there just so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, we bring you the Champions League semi-final, a rematch of the final last year against Paris Saint-Germain. I'll see you soon.